you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you are having a great day. So we are almost at the finish line. We are almost there. This was supposed to be a 2-week project renovation, but with the way things were going, it ended up being so much longer. And let me just say, with things taking a little bit longer, I just really had to be patient. So right now we are at the tail end of the project and I am really happy. Right now I am cleaning. The house is a little dusty. We've had painters coming in, countertops being installed. The whole 9 yards has been going on this week. And so my main focus now is trying to clean up. That's really always the focus. As the renovations are going on, I do my best to keep, areas of the house that can stay clean as possible. And so the niche is an area that I really need some work done. And so as I'm cleaning, I'm also doing my best to take an inventory and measurement to fix that, because the drywall guy is coming out tomorrow to fix the niche. That way the niche can be working in full. And so I'm starting off with sweeping in about, I'm going to say, the first week of July, because the housewarming is the second week of July. I'm going to have a carpet company come out and clean all the carpets in the house because the dust is just unimaginable. Quick tip: during renovation, turn your air conditioner off. Do not allow it to run. It's a lot of dust, y'all, and you don't want your air conditioner to have an issue. But moving along, we are putting packages away because lighting is still coming in. Some samples are still coming in for other areas of the house. And what else? There's a few things going on. As you can see right now, we don't have the backsplash. This afternoon, after I get done cleaning, I'm actually going to head out to Florida Decor with a friend to go shop for the backsplash. So pray for me, y'all. I wanted to do a piece of slab, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When they came back with the price, when I tell you it humbled your girl, I was like, yeah, that's cute. I'm okay. And so I had to go with a different option. And so that's what I'm doing. So right now I'm moving the bar stools. Upon moving the bar stools, I'm taking them outside because I'm going to spray them with a fabric protectant. I don't know how good this is going to work, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything. I'm really big on doing performance fabric, but everything in terms of price has gone up, up, up. These bar stools are from Sunpan. They are heavy, they are sturdy, they are well made. The quality is unmatched, and I went ahead and I got them because they was on sale. I believe they were like $198, let's just say $200 per, okay? And right now they went back to the original price, which was about $400 per. So I went with the sale price, okay? So I'm just kind of spraying it down. Normally I would tell you to test one area before you spray it, but I've used this product before and the actual color on the bar stools isn't white, it's gray. So I said, if anything, I'll just get it cleaned. And so that's what I'm doing. But if you are watching this at home, I highly recommend to test out an area before you spray all your chairs down. And so I'm removing this piece of wood on the countertop because, again, the installers are going to be coming out to put the countertops in also over the next couple of days. So I'm clearing out the kitchen. It's just been a lot of organizing, you guys. But let me just tell you, it's always an amazing thing to see the space come together during renovation because, again, this is what the living room looked like before. I knew it was a small space, but from the very first walkthrough, I was like, the pillars have to go because the living room was so small and I felt like the pillars created such an obstruction. One thing about me, I'm going to always tell y'all what I want to do, what my plan is. How long it takes to execute it is a totally different story. But for the most part, I try to be as detail-oriented as possible when explaining to you guys what it is that I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to get done. I will say, if anything, before you go into your renovations, have a plan. Because when the contractors come in and you don't have a plan, they will have you all over the place. By having a plan, when they bring something to me and they give me a suggestion, my head is already saying no, because it definitely deviates from what I have and also the current budget that I have in mind. With that being said, as you take a look from the living into the kitchen, you can see that I pretty much kept the overall integrity of the kitchen pretty much the same from the builder. I just made some small changes that was going to be a bit more cohesive. A few videos back, I said I thought our kitchen was small, and this is the reason. The kitchen was very small. It was tucked away in this particular nook. Also, on average, there's between 4 to 6 people in the house on the weekend. The island was entirely too small. It just didn't work. I thought of so many different ways to position things. This right here is the pantry. I just felt like it took up way too much real estate in the kitchen. It actually extended out about 55 inches. So it was deep within the kitchen. And so taking a full assessment of the kitchen, I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave this particular island because I don't want a huge open space in the kitchen. And that would be the new updated modern version of this 20-year-old design. And so again, I kept things pretty familiar with the original design. I just really updated it to feel more like us, and I don't regret any of the changes. And okay, look at the floor also before we go into the next screen, which is the updated look of the kitchen, and I love it. Let me just tell you, when I did the walkthrough, people were like, oh, why didn't you just buy what you wanted to buy? Why didn't you just buy? Currently, anyone who's looking for a home right now, if you find something like this, you're going to be looking in the upwards of 7, even 800,000. But if you can buy something like we did and just fix it up, I think it's just a better solution. So with that being said, about 2 weeks after all of the installation happened, I'm giving you what's going on currently, you guys. I wanted to add trim onto this wall right here. This is actually the laundry room wall, and the way it kind of positioned, because if you guys remember, during the renovation, I said, I don't know how I feel about the 2 doors meeting each other. I feel like I want to remove it. It just didn't make sense to me. It was just too many doors in the kitchen. I don't know. I have a thing about so many doors being in the kitchen. And so once I removed it, it became like this huge blank wall as you look into the living room. And so I thought to myself, let me add some trim in here. And once I add the trim, I can then give the illusion as if you were going down a hallway. And so I added trim into this wall, you guys. And so pretty much all you have to do is measure the full span of the wall. You want to minus every single space in between each one. Normally I do 4, and then I do 8 inches below and 8 inches above, because I end up doing 5-inch with the base, and then I end up doing 4.5 with the crown molding, and then of course shoe molding. And so I take account of all those things, and I take my full measurement, and then I know exactly how big each box needs to be, big or small, if they're all going to be even. And I ended up doing 21, 32, and 21, I believe. And that was the end result of that. I am very happy with the end result of this. The biggest thing that I could have done during this process of our home renovation is making the mistakes and teaching myself how to do some of the things that I was originally spending a lot of money for when I was living in Savannah. I do not think entering into renovation is easy. It is the second hardest thing you're going to do after you get your house. But I do think it is worth it to give yourself a fighting chance to do something and to be in your home. Even though I'm keeping a lot of the things pretty similar, I'm getting to add a piece of us into this house, and I really love it because it's so workable. Over the weekend, we barbecued and the kids sat at the island, and it almost brought a tear to my eye to see them sitting in there and seeing how it worked and it flowed. The dining room table was great, but I don't know, it just didn't give me that community feel, and this definitely did that. So I don't know. Instead of buying a dining room table, maybe you might want to put a large island in your kitchen. That way you have a sense of community in the space. But you guys, that is pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye.